back again. Hey everyone. So back again this time about why the feminist movement fuck shit up for the collective. I can probably say that I'm already in my DM and other. We're still going through our healing and all that kind of stuff. But we pretty much talk, we communicate, we chill, we do it all together, right? So we spend time together, but we're not physically living together. And one of the conversation, sorry about the noise, one of the conversation that came up was on the feminist movement. And my DM and I, we go back and forth about the role and responsibility of woman. So recently, Spirit has nudged me to study like the 1950s era, right? And the 1950s era, that was the era of the atomic bomb, right? So the men went out to war, women had to take up their jobs, and that was like the only time women were allowed to work outside of the home, right? Because, she had to go and support the economy. And then when the men came back home from war to assume their positions, some of the women were like, hey, I actually like working outside of the home. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I don't want to be, the usual preppy housewife. I want to go outside. I want to go outside the home, learn a skill, make some money for myself. You had some women doing that, and then you have the other woman who was like, okay, my man is home, the men are back home. Guess what? I'm going back to how things were because I prefer it that way. I prefer being a homemaker, and I enjoy taking care of my man. Now, bring it up to the 21st century. We got women, we got working women. We also got a group of women who are still desiring to have a life partner, who still desire to have a family, and still want to take on the traditional roles and work at the same time. And you know what the issue with that is? One of the issues is that, men feel as though, okay, now she works, she gets to pay 50-50 of the bills. Now, I don't really need to go and bring the bake home, right? You got some men are so relaxed to the point where he's comfortable with his partner being the breadwinner. And I can speak from experience. Being with a partner who had no job and being the sole breadwinner creates a lot of problems in our relationship. I used to feel really bad when we go to the grocery store, and I'm always the one that hands out the money. Go and pay for that. It became even depressing for the fact that all the bills was coming in my name. All the bills was coming in my name. None was going in my then partner's name. That was depressing, and it caused a rift in our relationship. Because I didn't feel like he was man enough for me. I felt like he was, his manhood wasn't there. And so I ended the relationship. Now, bring it up to 21st century now. My DM and I, we were discussing about the traditional roles of a man and a woman. And he said to me, he doesn't have a problem with his partner working so long that she's aware that the feminist movement has now given her the rights to go 50-50. He was like, you can't have it both ways. He's like, it's either you resume your position as the woman to take care of her man and take care of the house and take care of the children, or you resume the position of the man, which is someone who goes out there and take action. So now, what is this twin flame journey is teaching us? The twin flame journey has taught me that women have both masculine and feminine energies within them. Same way the man has masculine and feminine energies within him. I am just an expression of the divine feminine because I carry, I embody the woman in the physical form. However, with that said, my masculine energies are more dominant than my feminine energies, and it has affected my life. It has affected my relationships. It has affected my health, and so I'm working towards finding balance between both. One who is receptive and nurturing, and one who takes action and stands up stands up to their beliefs and their truth. So how do us women who are far in the twin flame journey, who are far off than our divine masculines, how do we get our masculines to see that it's all about creating balance? Of course I can work, of course he can work, but I believe that even though I work and I put food on the table, and he works and put food on the table, he's still got to take care of me as a woman. His duty is still to take care of me. And no, I'm not going into the codependency energy. I'm just saying, okay, yes, we take care of each other, but again, back to our roles. The man is meant to protect the woman. The man is meant to provide for the woman. The man is meant to shelter and take care of the woman. Yes, I know there are some women out there who got all that. They got the money, the house, the car, the good job. They don't need a man. The independent, mindset. There's nothing wrong being independent if that works for you. But how well is that working for you in your personal relationships and in your love life? I'm sure enough it turns men off. So what tends to happen? Women either end up settling, or she, become a spinster, or she wait around or continue living her life until a man comes by who's a vibrational match to her. That may be 20, 30, 40 years. Who benefits in all this? I say we should both find balance in our lives. We should both balance our energies out. However, we still need to assume our rightful position as man and woman. And our position is more so important now that we're not just any old woman. We're the divine feminine. Hey, we're a badass. So we come with a whole toolbox with information and spiritual gifts and the like to help propel us forward so we can become the greatest version of ourselves. But it comes back to the original question. How do we get our men to understand that even though that we're living in the era where a woman can now work and vote, but you still need to take care of your role and honor your duty to your divine feminine? How do we get our men to see that? And how do we get our men to value that? And in closing, I'll say that the feminist movement has fucked us over. I'd like to hear your views, so leave a comment down below. Until next time, bye.